What is good, guys? It's your boy Stegenex here, and we are back for a very special video. We are here with the almighty, the one and only Mages, aka Burn Castell. What's up, Mages?
Hey, how's it going?
Alright, so how does it feel like to be the strongest player in all of Bleach?
It's interesting, I guess.
Interesting. Do you not fear that someone's gonna take your place, or do you see that like very distant?
um, that's the funny thing about this game. It could happen at any time.
Right, right. That is very true. So do you just continuously upgrade your partners, or do you just change formation? What do you do?
I'm just constantly trying to improve my account in any way that I can.
Right, right. Tell us a little bit something about your account, man.
Um, what in particular would you like to know about it?
Uh, just what do you do with your silvers now?
Um, previously I just put it all into my equipment and my Ryetsu, but now I don't have any use for silver anymore.
Uh, y- how about the cultivation for
Oh yeah, yeah,
exclusive frags? Yeah,
that's true. I do that every day. Yeah. Previously,
what.
I wasn't doing it because I wanted to get to max Ryetsu pretty quickly.
Oh, right, right.
Um, but now I also do the experience instance, like the maximum one,
Mm-hmm.
just in hopes of getting as many coupons as possible from it.
And then what do you use coupons for?
I've just been spending them on spirit stones, basically. Just
Right.
right now, I'm working on Hashawalth's hit stones. So here you
Oh
have level
man.
level 12. Um, Most of them were just level 11s, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
just trying to boost them up a bit more.
Do you use dodge?
No, it never comes in handy, but it does maximize BP pretty well.
Ah, does it? Does it give like a lot?
It can give quite a bit. Like, um, all those percentages are seem to be tied to like the speed of the partner. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, having putting those percent stats onto the partners with higher speed tend to give more BP. I've actually measured it myself, and I don't think anybody on the forum, well, other people on the forum have tried to measure it, but they never found a pattern.
And you did, right?
Well, I just know that you'll get higher BP on somebody with faster speed with like maximum dodge than you would on like somebody still like an assaulter.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I think a lot of people don't know that. That's
Yeah, I don't
nice.
think it works.
So we get a little bit of a treat from you.
Well,
What's
I could try to. We can try to demonstrate that, I guess.
all right? Let's go see it.
So remove from somebody. So I'll just take it from here. I could have actually done that. Okay, so look at that. Here's the current BP.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Oh, I should put it on. No, missing one. Oops.
Alright, so it's 22 mil. So it's like 20k BP per 12 level 12 stone, huh? Just about.
It kind of varies because it's based on the speed of the partner. So this
Right.
one is. I need to try to remember that number.
Alright. I'm gonna write that down. Alright. I got it down.
Okay, so remove it from this one. Put it on. And between the two, my main has almost a million, but Overwatch has 1.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
So how much higher is that?
2262, 2265.
Oh, a slightly big difference.
It is quite a bit. So the one with the MC is 22,627,000, while if you put it on HVI you get 22,656,000. That's quite a bit. Somewhere around 25 to 30k.
Yeah, and that's just one type of stone.
Yeah, that's interesting. We're gonna go jump ahead to the question and answer portion of this video. So first question being, how long have you been playing?
About, well, if you look at my sign-in, it's going on 3 years now.
3 years.
9 days.
Nice. Yeah, and then after 9 days, what kind of reward do you get? Do you know?
I don't actually remember.
Uh, is this your first account though?
Yes.
It is your very first account. Nice.
When I started playing this game, I didn't think I'd be continuing playing it.
How much have you spent in the game? And by the way, this is questions from people from the Discord. I just asked a few people what questions would they want to ask you. So yeah, number 2, how much have you spent in the game?
Well, that's hard to say because I intentionally lost track of it.
Yeah,
I intentionally didn't watch it.
it's too much, huh? Probably too much when you lost track of it.
Yes.
But
I'm
give
pretty
us
sure
what was
I
that?
can tell you it's definitely over 10,000.
$10,000.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is crazy, dude. Man, that's quite a lot.
It is.
Did you make any mistakes along the way?
Yes, in the very beginning.
Ah, but was it a great amount, or what would you say? Like just a little bit?
Not anymore, really. In compared to how much the rest I spent, it's not much.
Well, that's
For example, I bought a Bankai Rukia, and a Shinzo Gin when they first came out,
Mm-hmm.
but I never used them.
You never used them.
Nope,
That is insane. What you do with them then?
they're still here.
Yeah? That
I
is
still keep
crazy.
them.
Yeah. Did you have the is that the maximum amount that you can get, like 60 partners? Or 7
No.
pages?
It used to be pretty low, like 60, I guess, but they recently, I guess in recent times, they've increased the capacity again.
Hmm.
Let's see, where is... Oh yeah, right there.
Bankairu, yeah. Damn. Alright, so let's move on to question number 3. There is a lot of people who wants the number 1 spot, of course. How do you protect yourself against these competitors?
There's really no strategy that I'm following now. It just, I play the way I want to play the game,
Mm-hmm.
and which is generally just to make my account as strong as possible.
Right, right, because really I mean, the margin of error when you're in your late game, like really late game, is like close to nothing because you just basically have to upgrade everything, right?
Yes, I
To
don't
the
actually buy things to counter people.
You just play with your formation.
Yeah, I'm actually quite set on my current formation at the moment.
Ah, all right. Do you register with partners or without partners in CSB?
No, I never register with partners in CSB.
Oh, nice. When you were starting, what was your strategy?
Just stacking Magetsu.
Stacking Mugetsu. So that's by far your well, back then, your best partner.
Yes, and then when Hikifune came out, I used her to protect him so he can do the damage.
Oh, that's pretty nice combo with
Yes,
invincibility and stuff.
and then the extra attack.
Yeah. And did you focus on speed or just raw damage?
Back then, I think I had a lot of catching up to do on speed.
Speed, right?
So the main thing about Hikifune was that you had to have just speed together to use her skill. But after that point, it didn't really matter how fast Magetsu was, because eventually it would be his turn.
Right.
And if you had Hikifune on the other side, they can use theirs because the Hikifune has Fury Reduction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was like one of those points in the game where if you've gone first, you won.
Yeah. It's totally different now, right? Because well, the way I see it, because with Ginjo, a very solid tank. I mean, even if you're the fastest, but if you can't knock out your opponent in the first turn, there's a huge possibility that you will lose. There is a huge possibility compared to what it was before. Do you agree?
Yes, there's a much big difference from what it was before.
Mm-hmm. So why Valkyrie and not Ginjo? Or did you just got tired of topping up?
One, I don't want to top up.
Mm-hmm.
And two, Valkyrie's still a bit enough. There's also some things that are good about him that have some advantage over Ginjo. Ginjo.
Mm-hmm. Could you name some of it?
Well, so in terms of surviving in Void Region, so the max I could get is like 3 defense halos in order to try to survive. Because I don't use the freeze method.
Uh-huh.
but the Valkyrie offers in his skill a pretty consistent 30% more defense for all 20 rounds.
Nice. I didn't know that.
So it's like having yet another defense halo.
Why did you choose the formation that you have right now?
Right now, because of the shields.
The shields. So just generally getting as much buff as you can, protecting HVI.
Yes. So I think it's really underestimated how good the shield mechanism is, because it not only adds extra HP to your partner, but it also stops you from being controlled.
Yeah.
So I used to always just have Hashwolf go first, just so he could put shields on everybody, so nobody will control any of the partners. And then ultimately, my Assaulter would be able to attack no matter what. That's actually the strategy I've been following since the shields came out.
Yeah, shields are it's basically became one of the key buffs that you must have, because like right now we have HVI, and if HVI gets chaos, it's pretty much game over, especially if if you have a very stacked HVI. It's like he can obliterate your team if you don't have shields. So yeah, for quite some time I've been planning on doing the same formation that you have right now, except without Muken, because I think HVI is the only assaulter that you'll ever need, PvP wise though. But I could see how Muken Aizen is a very big help when it comes to PvE. But is it the same thing, the same formation that you run on PvP?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter who your opponent is, it's the same thing?
I generally just use the same one, and it beats almost everybody.
Nice. Yeah, like this proves yeah, this proves like simplicity is just what it is, right? If something works, you don't really have to change anything. It's like,
right.
Yeah, because like some people thinks you need to have the latest and greatest every time for you to be the top.
Not at all.
Yeah, so what could you say about that statement? That mentality that new players are having, like, yeah, I need to buy this, I need to buy that so I can be the strongest. And then like there's a guy in our Discord where he basically saw your formation, and then he was like, okay, what's wrong here? Why does he have an outdated, sort of say, partners, when we have a lot of new ones like BWB, Ginjo, Askin, and whatnot, but still you are the greatest. So what can you tell them?
Well, for one thing, a lot of new partners don't have any shields, so I've been not wanting to go that direction. They do have control effects, but I think you need to put more emphasis on equipment that your partners use than you do the actual partners. But working together in a certain formation, sometimes old stuff can be better than the new stuff. And I'm not going to say that these people who made the game actually know what they're doing, because they're kind of just guessing a lot of times. And some of the stuff they made, I'm not sure that they actually understand some of what they've actually released.
Right. People get that all the time. They're like just putting out something really OP and just rake some money. That's basically how everyone feels at this point.
Yeah, when I saw like partners like Raijin and Toshiro, the newest Toshiro, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I didn't like. I guess for Toshiro, I initially thought it was cool, but then I just didn't see them as like stable partners because they didn't have like any kind of fairy reduction immunity. Eventually, all you'd have to do is like outspeed the partner like that, and then you basically.
Yeah.
So some of these partners that they do release are just cash grab partners. They're trying to encourage you to spend and get these partners at the time, and sometimes you need to pay attention to the partners that look like they'll last in the long run. Like you can keep them and still build on them.
Alright, that's a that's a pretty nice advice that you gave right there. All right, so for you, which three element of the game is the most important to get stronger? Doesn't matter if it's PvP and PvE wise, just whatever you think it is. Like, is it maximizing your stones as early as possible, or is it like upgrading your equipments to the max that you can, Ryatsu, etc. What three elements do you think?
If I were thinking off the top of my head, I would recommend getting good stones, good homo, and good accessories.
Alright, so stones, Hogu, and then accessories, right?
Of course, you need the baseline of just the Senjumaru equipment.
Right, the Senjumaru equipment.
But that ultimately builds up with time. So
yeah.
What I really stress the most is like spirit stones, because they'll never go out of style. They'll never be outdated because they're always useful.
Right. I've been I've heard some rumor that they're planning on increasing the level of the stones. I mean the cap. Have you ever heard of this, or do you believe it?
It won't happen.
It won't?
It won't.
Oh, what do you think?
Because I work closely with Ryfin, who talks to the devs a lot. And he's never mentioned them actually ever thinking about that. I do think they had something in Naruto, or an Unlimited Ninja for that. Like, they never actually went past level 12. They just had these random boosts. Like, you had to sacrifice some stones and with a chance of improving.
Oh, that's nice. We should have that in Bleach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too bad. Too bad. I didn't build it like Unlimited Ninja anyway.
Right. And yeah, one of the things that I was requesting, or I would like to request, is like you know that Ninja Hotel that they have in Unlimited Ninja?
Yes.
Yeah, just so you could hire dismiss and then rehire your partners and not spend a whole lot of stuff just so you could get that particular one. Yeah, it's sad.
We can only have so many partners in our place, and that's it.
All right, so
fortunately, I think they've increased the partner limit over 100 at this point.
Yeah, or at least that. But does it does the price go higher? Cause when you buy at the beginning it's 100, right? Or is it 300? Does it
I don't
increase?
know, but I know it increases. Um,
Damn.
but there's a certain point where it stops increasing,
Oh.
and that's 2,000.
2,000 gold or coupons for one
Basically.
partner slot.
Yep.
That is crazy. Oh my god, that is crazy. And it starts out at 100 and then 200, 300 all the way up to 2,000. So is that like around 40 plus slots?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you can't remember anymore, huh?
It's been too long.
Yeah, it's fine. So with your current equipment and whatnots right now, especially with your BP, how hard is it now to gain BP, and how much do you usually spend in game to gain some more BP?
Well, these days I don't really spend the gold.
Mm-hmm.
At least not much. I just spend enough to just get the agent welfare.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because that helps a lot, right?
Yeah, and then I just use coupons for buying the spirit stones right now.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
And then slowly I'm trying, by doing like CSP and stuff, I'm trying to slowly upgrade the equipment on my partners.
I see.
At this point, you'll see a lot, very small increments as I put in more spirit stones.
Mm-hmm.
But the only time you'll see like huge bursts is like if I upgrade an equipment on one of my partners.
Here's a side question for you. Do you have all of the Zanpakuto, and what do you think about Ichimonji?
I have all but Ichimonji.
You have all but Ichimonji.
uh,
Are you eager to get Ichimonji though, or what do you think about that Zanpakuto?
I like the extra stats that it gives because
Mhm.
it has a much higher Reiatsu boost. But it's not as unstoppable as some people seem to think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very true.
Because if you have Blood War Byakuya,
Mhm.
he uses his block will bypass the aid rate that the Zanpakuto gives.
Right. So.
And I've also seen in like events like Void Region, use Ichimonji. I've seen a Vanguard like just a Ginjo. He just immediately exploded the first round because all the aid rate damage is going right to the Vanguard
Mhm.
and depleting its HP. So it only has it has some uses in PvP, and it's not like an all-around Zanpakuto.
Right, that's very nice. So, have you faced anyone with Ichimonji?
Yes, I have fought somebody.
It will be very interesting to see that battle report. Do you still have it?
Unfortunately, they were too slow.
Oh, so you just destroy them, huh?
Probably in the first hit.
How much damage does your HVI do now?
It really depends on the enemy, but it can often be in the millions.
Like 40 million plus, would you say?
I have seen that before.
Oh, Damn, that is really nice. As an HVI user, um, since you're the strongest one right now, um, how would you say, what would you recommend or suggest to people how to build HVI, or what would they do so they can make their HVI stronger? Because I want my HVI to be stronger. So what are the things that I need to focus on?
So you want to make HVI fast
Mm-hmm.
because, well, you want to make him fast and powerful.
Right.
So the reason for this is because of his lack of ignoring invincibility. So let's say you had like a Shinigami Kensei, and his death skill is to give your enemy like invincibility for 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So if your supporters went first and then killed Kensei, then they have invincibility for 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So then your HVI is down for 2 rounds, and it's pretty much useless.
And that leaves you vulnerable to their attacks now, since you can't do anything about it. They're invincible.
Yes. Yes.
So the point there is like, have HVI hit the enemies before that invincibility takes place, because you want to wipe them out, right?
Yes.
So is
you
it
want to do
like,
as much damage to them as possible before that happens.
right? That makes perfect sense, because once that invincibility is there, God knows what will happen next, because they could easily have chaos in their team, and because HVI also doesn't have immunity to chaos, then pretty much fucked. But with Hashwolt's shield, that's pretty much problem solved right there. But would you say like HVI would still be strong as an independent partner without Kokuto? Or is Kokuto a must-have if you have HVI?
I would say it's a very good idea to get him. Unless you're fighting multi-round battles. If you're fighting a lot of multi-round battles, then HVI's defense ignore mod will have a chance to build up.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't normally survive for multiple rounds, then you're gonna need him to be as destructive as possible.
Nice. Alright.
The first round.
Yeah. Especially
because a lot of times with the Mukin meta was that you couldn't. There was a lot of formations where I saw that they couldn't destroy the other formation with Mukin the first round. But that wasn't the case with HVI because he had such a high attack potential. He could overcome all of that and destroy the other team.
Mm-hmm. Would you say he is the best assaulter in game?
Right now, in terms of use, I would say he's the best because he works well in Void region. He also, well, if you can survive, that is, because it's pretty difficult now.
Right.
He's also good in just PvP, and he's very good in PvE.
All right. So before we end this interview with you, could you give us a tour in your account? Let us see what the rank 1 has. Yeah, in your account, in his account.
Okay. Should I start with the partners then?
Whatever, man. Wherever you want to start.
Which Zanpakuto would you like? Because I almost have all of them.
You'll have all of them maxed out, huh? Just
Um,
just Ichimonji. That's the missing piece right there.
yeah.
So you still use some of them like situationally?
Yes, I still use them.
Mm.
Um,
Which
just
one
the other day,
do you use more often?
I tend to gravitate towards Ryujin, Jaka, and Kaiten.
Let's see what's inside that backpack right there.
Lots
Show
of
us
crap.
what you got.
It's all maxed out on size, so I can't do anything with these
Uh-huh.
cool expansions.
Hmm. You still got some partners there.
Yeah, I got a bunch of partners I don't actually use.
So you just keep them. Oh damn, yeah. Got Rangiku and other stuff. What's that red one right there? Beside the
Red?
Shinigami thing
This?
at the last page.
Um, red
There,
thing.
right there. Oh, the one to the right. What is that?
That's a title.
God Settlement?
Yeah, it's an old title from
Oh,
some event.
that's nice. You still have those stuff to prove you're OG, right?
Sure.
You- yeah, you're one of the oldest. Oh man. 159 is basically the max of everything, right?
Um,
Which is crazy because if you go to what do you call this? The Seirete Palace,
yeah.
it's basically useless because it goes up to uh one look at that 175 165, so you basically can do them. It's like an unfinished thing that they have. That's pretty insane how much damage you do per hit. That's crazy. Like,
I'm not even sure if this is the best I could do.
probably not. Let's see.
I could watch one of them, I guess. To be better.
Yeah, let's see how much damage you do over here. Holy shit, that's crazy.
What?
Crazy damage. Spooky. So do you think you're gonna do more damage with Ryujin Jaka? I think you will. Right?
I,
戦闘開始
I think there is a bug with this.
Oh my god, how tanky are these fucks, dude? Your HBI is not doing anything.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They made this crazy tanky, bro. It's mostly just the aid rate.
I think there's actually something bugged with the aid rate too. The way it works, for some reason, like, they decreased the defense a lot. It doesn't damage. I don't know what's going on with it.
Mm-hmm.
They probably have some kind of bug going on with that.
Yeah, I think they need to tweak something over there. 'Cause that's
A lot of
crazy.
tweaks they need to make to the void region. It's so very buggy.
Oh yeah, Void Region, yeah.
Need to work on it, so it's not like anything's actually going to change anytime soon.
Don't forget to click your thing. I mean, not that anyone can catch up, but I doubt that anyone can
Much
catch
progress.
up. Huh?
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much progress over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
Alright, so what's happening here with HVI? Because someone told me that his ultimate mod is like 25% per round.
Yes. I
So
don't think it.
what do you mean? You don't think what?
I don't think it's working as it should be right in this instance. But I can tell you how it generally works. Um, this last mod of his works is ignoring 0% at the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Second round he'll ignore 25%, all the way to up to 100%, and then it'll keep going after that. As if you were, there's two ways to think about it. You can think about it in negative defense numbers, which I don't like to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Adding on a percentage of the enemy's defense to
your attack.
yeah. So if you were ignoring 100% of the enemy's defense, you would take the enemy's defense, multiply it by 2, and then add it to his attack, and then you'd be able to figure out how much damage he's going to do.
Mm-hmm. So I think by the end of that, since at turn 1, you're basically ignoring 0 defense. So by the 20th round, you're basically ignoring 475%, which is a lot.
Yes.
And that no one, I don't think anyone can survive even 200% of HVI's attack with that 200% negative ignore defense or whatever.
Yeah, they definitely couldn't last all 20 rounds in any battle with that.
Yeah. So here's a controversial matchup. So let's say it's Ginjo and Askin versus HVI and Kokuto. Both teams are maxed out. All right, everything from gears, stones, exclusives, mods, and whatever's. Everything's maxed out. So who do you think would win that matchup?
Say it one more time.
Ginjo and Askin versus HVI and Kokuto. Who do you think would win with everything maxed out?
HVI would win.
How do you say so?
Everything's maxed out. No, let me think about that actually.
Because I've asked this question a lot of times, and I've asked Taiga, Miss Potato, Exalted, just to name a few, and they all said the same thing. It's going to be HVI and Kokuto because the damage that is generated by HVI is just too massive for Kugo Ginjo to catch up with. I mean,
no, it would be that HVI's attack would be too much for Askin to survive.
yes, but in turn, the death mod of Askin is going to provide 100% more defense to Kugo Ginjo. So it's gonna make Ginjo a lot more tankier for 20 rounds. But then again, it's just too much damage from HVI.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really enjoyed talking with the one and only Mages. So if you guys like the video, definitely hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe and ding that bell button so you'll get notified if I have new videos out. With that being said, Mages?
Yeah, it was good talking. If you want to see some of the videos I've made in the past, you can also join my YouTube channel. It's called Renaryugu, and I'll give a link in the description.
Alright, so definitely check his YouTube channel out. Let's support each other. Let's grow our community. And don't forget to join our Discord. All the links will be down in the description below. Alright, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care and peace out.